Good morning, everybody. Once again, this is me, your regular English teacher, and today for grade 9, I have brought here, quite interesting topics for us to improve language together. That's here, rhetorics, figurative language, and other literary terms. Some people even prefer to call it figures of speech. Now, my questions for you before we jump into the text. How many of you have always felt, I wish someone would appreciate my language, the way I express myself? Have you ever gone through that situation? You realize that, your writings are not adorned, by people. Like they don't like it. They find lots of flaws and they don't find it so much interesting and amusing. So in a way possible, we will try to address all those queries today, and I will help you, learn some literary terms along with the concept of applying rhetorics and figurative language in our writing. This is what we do, The purpose is very clear. We're going to garnish our writing. This is like we even say adding embroideries in our writings, make it beautiful, beautify our expressions, the way of using words in different contexts. So what are these literary terms and how can we flourish as a good writer or someone who is good at expressing things to the people in a more convenient way? This is what we are going to learn now. So topic is clear. Once again, it's rhetorics, figurative language, and other literary terms on the screen. And we will slowly unfold, these terms now. The very first one, we should start talking about rhetorics. All right, that's right here. I have highlighted. Now, what is rhetorics? It's an art. For me, I would simply compare it with, those people who are painters and artists. Like those, who know how to add life, in the blank paper by sketching something, and then by applying their imagination, they will even apply colors ranging from one to many, and even if they are doing only one, they know how to do that. So ultimately, when the artist or the painter completes his piece of work, it somehow becomes his own masterpiece. And that is what we appreciate because he puts a lot of efforts, not just with colors. If any one of us is given color, do you think we can create that masterpiece? No, we can't, because that requires experience, that requires techniques, that requires skills. Rhetorics is similar to that. So look at the definition here. Rhetoric is a tool for writers and orators, the speakers, actually the orators, which empowers them to convince their readers and listeners about their point of view. So what I'm trying to tell you, how can I make it so simple with some techniques I use in speaking or writing? When I'm expressing my ideas, how can I make my audience feel that, I am communicating them something very strong? Can I do it by using, or applying some literary terms? Of course, I can, and this is what we are going to talk about right now. So look at number example, one. It's not one, but there is just a bullet mark. How did this idiot get elected? The only thing that I have drawn here is I brought the word, idiot. It's nothing big, all right? I'm just introducing you a word, in the question, the rhetorical question, the word idiot. Now, if I replace that, if I remove this word for a little while, let us evaluate, What do you understand and what does it mean? How did, not this idiot, but how did he get elected? So I'm just asking information question. I'm looking for an information, That is what I mean. But when I add, how did this idiot get elected? My point of view is very clear to you. I mean to say this person who is elected is idiot and he doesn't deserve to get that position, which he recently got. It's a kind of a miracle for me. It overwhelmed me. I really don't believe, This is so unbelievable. And I saw my, startling expressions by just using a rhetorical question, and I convince others that not only him but anyone who is idiotic, who has stupid ways of presenting self, cannot become somebody who is like a leader or any other position that someone can bag in life. So that's my point of view I shared by using a rhetoric. Similarly, you have got second example there. Let's see. Here comes the Helen of our school. Now, I'm referring here, okay, to the most beautiful girl ever witnessed and seen, okay, according to the Greek mythology. If we have read, okay, something about the war, okay, that was fought between, okay, the Troy and the Spartans. There is a film too, if you want to watch, okay, the Troy, the story of the wooden horse. I'm pretty sure many of you must have read, okay, or you have heard from somebody, okay, the beautiful story, the story of the wooden horse. Now that introduces to you the most beautiful girl ever, okay, born in earth, whose beauty was such that even, okay, the goddess of beauty, okay, Venus, she was jealous of her possessions of the beauty that she had. Now, when I bring that, okay, I am actually asking, okay, you people to understand my point of view that, okay, the person that I am talking about is very beautiful, and you should not dare to compare her beauty with somebody else. My tone, my point of view is even made obvious, okay, by this example. Of course, this is contextual, so I would mark a word here. Context becomes very important for all the language users to know about rhetorics, figurative language, and other literary terms. Examples we will discuss, okay, more to come. But remember, if you understand things contextually, you're actually applying your context, your surrounding, okay, in knowing that. For example, here, if I use this Helen word, only those people who are familiar with the context of Greek culture will know what I'm trying to say. Others will have to do a little bit of research work. Of course, that is worthy. You should, because you're going to know about, okay, more on that particular thing. So sometimes if you fail to read the context, you might not know the meaning, and therefore you'll have to make an extra struggle. The technique here, the rhetoric is allusion, okay, which is something, it sounds like illusion, but this is allusion, okay. I put that emphasis of beauty in this sentence. Likewise, we have another example. See this example. I would die if you asked me to sing in front of my parents. Now, what are you trying to say actually? Okay, this is an exaggeration. This is a hyperbole technique. I'll give you more examples, okay, on these definitions and the words in my other slides. But right now, we're just going to expand the thought that we can find in this particular sentence. I would die if you asked me to sing in front of my parents. So you are showing your unwillingness. You are telling somebody that that is almost an impossible task. I'm not supposed to do, okay? Nothing can make me do it. So it's like applying force, like it is, okay, explained. Or a persuasion, a hyperbole to persuade others not to use force to make you do something you don't want to do. So a point of view is clear. Don't force, don't insist me. Do not compel me to do this. Come on, I have just explained. I would die. Okay, I would prefer dying rather than doing this. So I am not going to do this at any, okay, level or by any means. Nothing is going to make me do this. We speak a lot of ideas, okay, by using few rhetorical skills in our language. So rhetorics keeps on, okay, flourishing our way of expressing self. And I am not wrong, okay, when I compared right in the beginning of my class, applying rhetorics is like, okay, applying colors, okay, by the painter. But what are your, okay, tools? Your tools are words. Like the painter uses brush and colors, you got to use your pen, okay, and your words. And of course, they are properly synced by your mind. So try with all these, and now let us reflect more about rhetorics and the figurative languages. And to some extent, few chunks, okay, we can discuss in language class today. Now, idioms is one of such amazing language tools, okay, which we use in correspondence. In fact, okay, it's not necessary that someone has to become highly literate or highly educated for using idioms. It is all about context. You know what, okay, my mother, who's never gone to school, in fact, okay, she is not educated, but yet she can teach me, okay, so many idioms. Lots of idioms she brings from the context. She has learned all of those, okay, by hearing others, okay, by going through those experiences. And then whenever it's time that she has to use one of those idioms, she applies. And how beautifully, okay, she speaks a whole lot of thing by just speaking a single sentence. So an idiom is a common word or phrase with a culturally understood meaning, and that takes you to the context again. Culturally understood meaning. It is understood when it is overused by people. So kind of a cliche, okay, over-repeated idea, and it is passed from one generation to another. Not even known like who created it, but we are still using it, and we understand because it plays the context. So that differs from what its composite words denotation would suggest. Now, what is this denotation idea? Okay, there is something like denotation and connotation, and that will take you to this. All right. So denotation is a literal meaning. I've already put it here. Literal meaning. What does a word mean literally? Okay, if you see its meaning in the dictionary. The dictionary explains, okay, almost all words. In fact, okay, the lexicon actually tells you every possible meaning of every word that you know. And when it doesn't happen, okay, there are people, okay, the linguists, okay, they keep on working on that. But right now, if you see a particular word, okay, I'll give you an example, like dog. Now, when you see the meaning of dog, okay, you will come to know who the dog is, okay. But if I use the word, same word dog, okay, in different contexts in the format of idiom, it might not mean what you have just read or found in the dictionary. That's how idioms are used. Let's take a quick look at examples. Okay, the first example, it's there, and its meaning is also explained next to them. She cried, okay, there's a wrong spelling given. It's from the internet. You will make it yourself correct. She cried crocodile's tears. All right, this is just an example. I brought it here for you. Now, what does that mean? Okay, this is even used in Nepali context and Indian context, which simply means she cried fake tears, okay, or the weeping she made was false. She just pretended that she was crying. That was not a real cry. She wasn't hurt at all, but she pretended that she was. And that's how, okay, you use idiom. And the second example, okay, the dog. Look at the word dog. It's raining cats and dogs. Now there, okay, what does cats and dogs means? Do you literally see, okay, cats and dog falling down, okay, on earth from the sky like you're imagining right there? If your context is not that, you will just imagine of that. And what is it happening? What is it trying to say? You won't know. But if you have already used that particular idiom, okay, in your previous experiences, okay, the experiences which keep on reoccurring, then you use idiom. So its simple meaning is it's raining really, really hard. There's a heavy downpour outside. You're not advised to go out. So I would rather say, okay, it's raining cats and dogs. It's a usual expression. So, okay, someone might ask you, can I say it's raining dogs and cats? If I just swap the position of dogs and cats, can I do it? I would not recommend to you to do that because it's a cliche. It's actually, okay, repeated, okay, by not making any sorts of changes. You see, okay, other example, it cost me an arm and a leg. So imagine of a situation, okay, you went to buy something, maybe a mobile, okay, a gadget that you're looking for online classes, and then you paid a lot of money. Okay, it's a big money that you have invested and you feel like that's a lot of money in fact. So how would you say that? Okay, I got a new mobile and you know what? It cost me an arm and leg. So, which means it costs a lot of money. In the same way, okay, you have, okay, few other examples. We are learning right now. Okay, let me write on the board. What are we learning right now? Well, first one, okay, we are learning idioms here. This is number one. My brother is a couch potato. Now, when I say he is a couch potato, okay, he keeps on lying on one particular place and he doesn't move an inch. He is such a lazy, sluggish person I have ever met. That is simply expressed, okay, by my brother is a couch potato, which means he is very lazy and very inactive. So she spilled the beans. Now, when I say she spilled the beans, oh my goodness, she just told what she was not supposed to. She leaked the secrets. She told someone a secret. What a bad person she is. I should not be trusting her. That's how we use she spilled the beans. Remember again, okay, if you are re-encountering the same similar experiences, we keep on repeating. And one simple expression, which is idiom, can tell a whole lot of things to someone who is listening to you if both of you are familiar with that context. So more examples. He was cool as a cucumber, which means very calm and confident person. And then, okay, there are more examples you can study, like few I know. There's a fly on the wall. When I say there's a fly on the wall, I'm not talking about a literal fly on the wall. Someone might even understand that, but according to the context, if I'm speaking to someone, okay, I am simply trying to say, okay, don't speak louder. There is someone else who is listening to us. A particular example that we use even in Nepali, okay, something like Bhittako pani khan huncha. And they use similar experiences, all right? It's contextual. The way we use, the way the other people use are different because it's taught and it is, okay, practiced from ancient past to present. And you never know, okay, how long will it go. So many other examples you can study. And if you are interested in learning more about idioms, okay, there is a dictionary too, okay, from Penguin dictionaries of idiomatic expressions, and you will learn, okay, varieties of idioms related on animals, colors, okay, and many other contexts. So that will definitely bring a kind of change in your speaking, especially, and if you're interested, okay, it can even improve your writing skills, no doubt. So next topic is oxymorons. Now, oxymorons can become a little difficult for the first users. Oxymorons. It's a new concept. Examples are given here. New in a sense that you are listening to it. Probably many of you are listening to it for the first time. So look at some examples and I will tell you what is oxymoron. Known secret, orderly confusion, deafening silence, confirmed rumor, awfully nice. In every oxymoron example that you can see, you must have seen, okay, two words blend to function into one proper idea. And when you are looking at those words, you must have seen the two words actually do not make a close meaning with one another. Like known and secret. See, the two words which we use actually shows, okay, contradiction. All right, they are contrary words, words which have opposite meanings. Known cannot be, if it is a secret, okay, it cannot be known, but yet you will use that different expressions, known, secret. So in every example, in oxymoron that you're using, you will show contradictions and you will try to bring two different words which actually do not make any sense, and that can give you a very vivid experience of saying something. Like here is the example. Third, I pretty like that. Deafening silence. Silence usually, okay, do not make any sound. But yet when I say, okay, I heard the sound of silence, or it's a deafening silence, okay, it tells me more about, okay, silence. Imagine you're in a situation, okay, like you're in temple and everybody is praying. You will not hear a word, of course, and that is a silence that you will experience. But inside, I can hear everybody's prayers. They are praying for their own good, praying for their lives, praying for, okay, their family members, praying for all the good, okay. I can hear them, okay. So that is the sound of silence I can hear. Something very different, okay, way of expressing our ideas, and that is what it does. Confirmed rumor, if that is a rumor is just what people keep on passing and you cannot rely on rumors, but yet you say confirmed rumor. See, okay, orderly confusion, or they can say, okay, random order. Random is not order, but yet you say random order, and that will give you a very different experiences. More examples in oxymorons if you want to use, and if you have faced them, see there, interesting ones. I will pick up few things. Right in the middle, if you can see, okay, natural acting. Acting is an artificially created, okay, play. It's not natural, okay, but yet you feel, okay, it's a natural, it's very lively, so you will use natural acting. Next to it, there is true fiction. Now, when you say true fiction, Okay, fiction is a made-believe story. It cannot be true. It can be, okay, realistic. It can take it closer to the truth, but yet fiction is fiction. Okay, but see, what impact do you get when I say true fiction? And you have more examples, okay, over here. Working vacation. You're on vacation and you're still working, okay. That's a working vacation, okay. Wise fool. See, found missing. Original copies. Very interesting example. Copies are all duplicated. Now you're looking for original copies, okay, is something else. Okay, foreign nationals. Small crowd, big children, okay. You can keep on making it your own. So what you need to do is you just need to think of two words which are contradictory and do not make closer sense together. That's how we use oxymorons, and oxymorons keep on, okay, making a very different way of expressing your ideas. All right. Now maybe, okay, I think it's all good for you to read and find out, discover open secret. It's quite similar with the one we just discussed. Now after that, we will move on to the next, okay, phrasal verbs. This is third, phrasal verbs. Okay, what are phrasal verbs? These are common things which you have been using it, I am sure, but you might not know the terms that they are phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are nothing but the use of verb and prepositions together. Here are some examples. I will just prefer to show some examples and you will know. Okay, break and add up, it becomes break up. What is the meaning of break? Literal meaning is something else. Now figurative meaning that I have applied here, okay, or the terms that we are discussing actually, okay, brings context, and you will understand that this break does not have the literal meaning of break. And see, what does it mean? An example, it's here. To end a relationship with someone, which is a common term that you know. An example sentence, I am tired with my boyfriend, so I broke up with him. Okay, I am tired with my job, I broke up with it. It can be applied, okay, for any context. Now you have more examples, okay, on phrasal verbs. Let's just see speak up. Now what is speak? Speak is just talk. But what does it mean when I add up and say speak up? It means, okay, I want you to speak a little louder. Okay, when someone is speaking in a low voice, then you can say, can you speak up, please? And then it means that, okay, someone has to, okay, increase the level of, okay, the tone that he is using. Mike, can you please speak up? I can't hear you. Or maybe, okay, Mike, can you speak up? I am hard of hearing. That's the context, okay? Speak up, loud. Now we have more verbs. Let's see a few more examples. Look for is very common. You know it, okay? Look for means search, okay? So you're going to search something, and that is what the boys are doing, okay, in the picture. If you can see, we are looking for some food because we are hungry. More examples are unrolling, okay, and here we have got another vocabulary, try on. So try on is like, okay, to put on a piece of cloth to see if it fits you or not, or whether you like it or not. And you usually try on the outfits when you are buying things for you in the shopping malls. Here is a picture that will help you understand, okay, what does trying on mean. So the salesperson is, okay, asking the customer, okay, to try on the shoes, whether it fits him or not, or whether they fit him or not. Okay, here's the example. You can read, and I will move on further. Run out of. So run literally means, okay, you know it. Like we have been running, we run. Okay, whenever we are in hurry, we do run. But what is this run out of? It's lacking, not having enough for something. Like after a few minutes, I will be running out of my time. Which means, okay, my time will already, okay, get completed and I will have to leave. So these poor people run out of water every week because of the drought. I can't believe we run out of gas and the car got stuck on the road. All right. So more examples coming for phrasal verbs. I will just slide, okay, and display them for you. The word fasting, okay, is used, okay, according to the context, and that is like taking off. The phrasal verb is take with the prepositions, and With verb, we can combine quite a lot of wide ranges of prepositions, okay, for you to learn them. There are many, many. If you check dictionaries, okay, with take, you can use take in, take out, okay, take off, a lot of. So we will slowly move. Okay, here is perhaps one last image and one last example of phrasal verbs, and we will prepare for a next term, and this is hyperbole. So I will introduce number 4 now, and this is hyperbole. So this is also probably new for grade 9 students, even for grade 10, and basically 11 and 12, okay, level 11 and 12 might not also, okay, they might also not know, okay, these techniques, but yet there are chances that they must have occurred in your writings. So what are hyperboles? They are simply exaggerations. When you are exaggerating thing, okay, which is not so realistic, okay, but yet you are trying to leave a strong impact, okay, on your audience. You use hyperbole. Some examples are here. He's running faster than the wind. It cannot happen, but yet you are making that comparison. This bag weighs a ton, and you are trying to tell that you really don't have that energy to carry it longer. The man is tall as a house. Okay, here we are using similes and metaphors. The next slide will reveal them too. The man is as tall as a house. Okay, not supposed to be true, but yet you are magnifying, okay, you're expanding, you're exaggerating. Something like, okay, I am so tired, I really cannot walk an inch. That is an exaggeration. If I'm leaving, okay, Kathmandu, and I'm flying to New York, okay, and I'm trying to say like, I am so popular amongst my family, the whole of the family came to see me, including my relatives, okay, for waving me goodbye, I can just say, okay, the whole Kathmandu came to see me off in the airport. Okay, that was not the thing that happened, but I'm just trying to tell, okay, the audience. It brings a kind of humor, you see. You like reading such things. That gives you a kind of good feelings. Okay, this writer is amazing. And it gives you a kind of chuckle on your face. You smile, okay, and when it adds smile, okay, you feel like, okay, this is interesting. I will do it. I'm not going to put this off unless I finish it. That's the impact, and that's how, okay, they become successful. This is the worst day of my life, a common thing that we have been saying this, but it doesn't really happen. It's not the worst day of your life because you got a whole life to live. There's so many days, okay, left, so many years left. How can it be the worst, okay, unless you have experienced the whole of your life? Okay, the dead people will not speak, definitely. The shopping cost me $1 million. Trying to say like you are a spendthrift and you have really spent a lot of money shopping on that particular day. Now next one, my dad will kill me when he comes home. The teachers, okay, usually keep on saying that, I will kill you if you do not finish the work. Okay, tomorrow if you don't submit the work, you're dead. Okay, you will not breathe tomorrow. They keep on using such expressions. Quite interesting, okay, rather than saying like, I will punish you tomorrow if you do not bring the work. Okay, I can say, okay, don't dare to, okay, don't dare, or else I'll see you dead. So it is not literal, but it is simply figurative. All right, the meaning that are underlying are connoted, not denoted. So your dad will definitely not kill you, okay, if he comes home. He will simply thrash you, he will scold you, he will shout at you, he might lash you, okay, he might beat you, but he will definitely not kill you. But what are you trying to say? Your dad is a very dangerous man, okay? You're not supposed to mess with him, or he will do the job. That's what he means to say, someone who is speaking this. Your skin is softer than silk. Okay, you can apply this to girls. Your skin is softer than silk, and they will become happy. You're just trying to say that, okay, they are very soft persons. Or maybe you are, okay, admiring the beauty someone has got. She is as skinny as a toothpick. Now, when I say this, okay, it definitely brings you laughter. Okay, that is how you will laugh. All right, these are some examples of hyperboles. And finally, okay, just to wrap our class, we have got similes and metaphors. Unfortunately, we really don't have much time in discussing about this. But here in the slide, if you quickly go through, I am sure you will learn how to use similes and how to use metaphors and what are the reasons for using these, okay, figures of speech in language. The first one, okay, reasons to use. You can read. I can simply show you, okay, the patterns of forming similes and metaphors in my slides that are proceeding while I'm talking, okay. And at home, you by taking the help of your elderly family members or someone whom you can rely on, or just get connected with your teachers who have taught you and who are teaching you at present. Learn about similes and metaphors. They are very interesting things, and they keep on beautifying your language. In my next class, if you're going to meet, we will make sure we discuss about this. But right now, here are simple patterns of forming metaphors and similes and some example sentences. When you read, I am sure at your age, you will be able to understand everything. That's all for today. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye. Keep learning, keep studying, and keep on practicing English skills in your everyday life. Thank you. Bye-bye.